Okay, new part today. 3-16 is what we're going to be working on. Saving it in our name drive. Our unit of measurement is mmgs. And our material on this one is actually going to be cast alloy steel. And with this one here, when we look at this, we're going to actually start with the top plane. And there we have our top plane. And with this one, again, we have that almost like we did the last time with the piece that has the, and you notice I didn't get a straight line here. So I'm going to just right click, and I should be able to do horizontal. Okay. And I'm going to do the same kind of drawing that I did for one of the other ones we've done recently. And I'm going to come out. Again, there's different ways that you can do this. I'm going to add a relationship, control key, and make these, for some reason it's not letting me do equal, so we'll see. Oh, I hope if I dimension it first. No, I should be able to do it this way. There it is. Okay, so I'm making these two lines stay equal. Now with this one here, I'm going to do my tangent arc between these points. I'm going to make this, again, add a relationship, make it horizontal. Okay. And with this one here, I want a smart dimension of from here to here to be 60. And again, we want, and this is where sometimes you have to kind of scroll in so you get it, because you want the point, not the, and I'm going to try this. I'm going to show you what I mean. Look at that center here. See the center? That's what we want. So again, we want from the center to the outside edge. Okay, we want that to be 60. Okay. Makes sense. And the smart dimension for this is a radius of 20. Okay. Everybody see that so far? And now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a slot. So I'm going to bring these in closer because they don't need to be that far out. F key to bring us back in so we can see what's going on. And we're going to use our slot tool for this one, which works out really well. So grab our slot tool. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to click a point and I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to make that slot, which works out really nice. My smart dimension tool, and we know that from this point to the edge is 12, and we know from this point to this point, sometimes it just love it when it does that. From here to here, we want it to be 14. And the overall height from here to here, we want to be 14. And boom, there we have our slot. Could we have put a radius here of 14? Yes. Okay, you could do it either way. Now everything looks good. Everything's black. We're going to extrude this up. And our extrusion on this one is going to be 8 millimeters. So this is going to be a relatively thin piece also. And there we see the little piece is starting to show up really nice. Now, with this one here, we want to do a second sketch. And with the second sketch, we're actually going to do the sketch on the front plane. So here we have to select front plane. When you look at it, you notice the front plane is running through the center of the piece. It's essential that you select front plane. Here's our origin showing up. Looks beautiful. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to come in and we're going to draw a center line, of all things, here, up, to start with. And we're going to draw our basic shape of this little step kind of shape. And I got into the arc tool, which is just oh so wonderful. And every once in a while, you know, you make a mistake, you go back in, you could delete it, okay? Nothing says you can't, all right? And I'm going to come in and make sure, look at this, see that I got that little tail there? And I'm going to delete that. Okay, now, with this one here, we have an overall height from here to the line, okay, of 15. And then we're looking at this as, just like we did the pin, from this edge, this corner, come in here, okay, from this little spot where the, right there, there you go, to slightly past the center line. And we want that diameter to be 26. And from here to slightly past, okay, we want it to be 16. Now you'll notice that it's fully dimensioned, which is great. Everybody sees that, I hope. I don't want anybody to not see where we're slightly like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a revolve boss feature. So we're going to come here to features, and I'm going to kind of do this, okay? And I'm going to do revolved boss. And you see how it's revolving? And it's revolving around the center. Okay, everybody sees that? This is the line it's revolving around. It's revolving around the center line. Okay, and I'm going to do a green check. And you'll notice that the piece, this is the hard part because some people say, oh, that piece, but see it? Okay, see how it perfectly melds in? And that's because we put the center line in, and so it comes and it revolves around that center. If we hadn't done that, we would have been in serious problems because it wouldn't have looked right at all. And let's put it back in isometric mode so you can see it. And I'm going to do a save and evaluate and mass properties. And we're going to look at our lovely book, and we should be 22.946, which we are. And we should be at negative 46.68 for X. 7.23 for Y, and Z is at 0. So this is actually done correctly. Now with this one here, I'm looking to see, do we have any modifications for this one? And we do not. So this one actually is complete, and this was a boss extrude with a revolve. So definitely going to see where revolve will come in handy when you're working on certain pieces.